everyone, it's Janet and welcome to my channel. Today is really special because I'm participating in a hop celebrating St. Patrick's Day. This hop is sponsored by the Facebook group called Craft Collabs and also by Monica over at Taylormade Cards4u. Monica has also generously donated a giveaway for this hop. To enter it, you'll need to follow the instructions on the video description. This hop is open to everyone, including international viewers, and it will be open for 1 week. Please follow the instructions to make sure you are entered. And also in the video description, you will find the next person in this hop so that you can continue watching all of us that are involved. Now, Monica at Taylormade Cards4u have provided all the designers a digital kit from her shop called One Lucky Day. And you'll see that kit being used in all of our projects in this hop. If you're new here, I want to welcome you. What I do on my channel is I do card tutorials, and I specialize in interactive or moving cards. I also do product reviews from time to time. And I'm an avid user of Cricut, Silhouette, and Brother scan and cut machines, so I do tip and technique videos for that as well. On top of all that, I'm also a big fan of traditional dies and stamping too. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, I hope you'll consider subscribing. And of course, for this video, I'd sure appreciate a thumbs up and a comment about what you liked. All right, I think I'm ready to change directions. We'll look above my desk now. I'll show you the kit and show you how I made my cards today. Here are the images that come in the One Lucky Day digital kit from Taylormade Cards4u. The first page I showed you was just like a 8.5 by 11 style. This is a page of ephemera that you can cut up, and there's lots of very old looking illustrations here. Very vintage, pretty cool, and you can size those any size you want them to be. Then there are 4 different paper styles. This is a page of 4 of them in a quadrant. There are also pages with just the florals in bigger format, but that's basically what comes in your kit. Now I've cut the one that had the 4 different pages up into the 4 pieces so I can use them for card making. They are conveniently sized for that. As you can see, I cut up the ephemera pieces, and I'm also aging them with more distress ink in vintage photo, which really helps them look aged and older. I've printed all of these pieces using Neenah Classic Crest Classic Natural White in 110 pound cover stock. You can get this at Cut Cardstock. I'll leave links for that and for this digital kit in my video description box. My first card is a slim line, and I'm going to use this on top of the card base. This is called Stitched Plaid Cover Plate by Jillian Vance, and of course you need plaid for a St. Patrick's card, right? And this is how it turns out. It's just beautiful with all the stitch detail, and the lattice kind of work that is included in this die is just beautiful, and it's perfect for this card. Now I'm going to make my card base. Now slim line is 3.5 inches by 8.5. That's the standard when it's folded. So I cut my piece 7 inches by 8.5. I am scoring right in the middle at 3.5 and folding that over, and that will form my card base. Next, I've got a piece of the pretty cardstock that's included in the One Lucky Day kit, and I'm going to cut that at 3.5 by 8.5. And this is going to cover the front of my card base, and I'll just glue that on. In addition to the other ephemera pieces, I have a white paper bow that I'm going to ink up here with that vintage photo ink as well, just to make that more aged in appearance. I've also got a piece of printed vellum that looks like lace, doing the same thing. And finally, I have real lace here that I'm going to stain up and give it a more aged look. So now I'm going to start putting the card together, and the first step will be to put this beautiful gold piece on top of the card base that I've made. So I'm going to use art glitter glue for that. I'm going to put it around all the borders of the die, and then also where the lines intersect, there's a bit of space there that's enough to put a drop of glue. I just need a little bit throughout that just to stick it to the card base. And then I'm ready to start building up this beautiful card using all the ephemera pieces. Now this is the lace, and I'm just putting the glue on the back of that where all the stitching is more prevalent so the glue doesn't show through. And then I've got the couple larger pieces of ephemera that I'm placing, as well as the little coin here. And then I'm going to attach the bow. You can see the collage is starting to develop here. I've got the vellum piece in place, and I'll put that lucky ephemera piece on the top. And then I've got that beautiful butterfly. I really love these butterflies that come in the kit. They're just so pretty. Next, I've got some embellishments in green and in pearl. These are from Eyelet Outlet. They're actually called snowflakes, but I think in the context of the St. Patrick's Day card, they fit very nicely, and they don't necessarily look like snowflakes. Next thing I'm going to do is add some pearls. These are larger pearls, and they're kind of cream colored, so it blends in with the whole aged and vintage look. And finally, I've got some cream daisies with gold centers that really look perfect in this card and finish it off. My second card for you today features the Sizzix 3D Texture Fade and Crackle. It is so cool. I only have 2 of these type of 3D folders, and I love them. So here's the cardstock I started with, and that's what you get when you run it through. Is that not gorgeous? This cardstock has kind of a shimmery finish, and it looks almost holographic after it's been run through this 3D embossing folder. It is fabulous. I'm just in love with it. So I had to use it. It has that metal ironwork that I really want for this card. So I'm just going to attach this to an A2 size card base. I've got another piece of vellum lace that I'm going to put in this collage. I'm using ATG to attach my ephemera pieces to build up the collage. I discovered that wet glue doesn't really work real well because of all the bumps in this finish, but the ATG worked really great, so problem solved there. And of course I had to use one of those beautiful butterflies, and I also used some more of the green and pearl embellishments, 3 of those on this card. And that finishes card 2, and you can see the 2 cards here together. They're so pretty. I just love them. And I also wanted to show you that I made a third project. Last week I did a video on how to make a card, and I made a box to match using ephemera on the papers. I lined it as well with the same paper as I used on the slimline card. This is called a slide and stand card because it lays flat, but then it slides into position like this, and then it'll sit on a work surface or a tabletop. So pretty. I just love, again, the ephemera kit, the papers that come in this kit. It all looks so fun, green, fresh, and perfect for St. Patrick's Day. Well, thanks for joining me here today on this hop. Please check that video description for how to enter for the prize, and make sure you go to the next participant in the hop. Until then, keep the fun going a little longer. I've got some more videos here for you, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up, and comment. See you soon!